the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership...
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Hood in at the 3, the small forward. And for Miami, they've got Dragic. Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Butler in at the small forward. Now here's McCollum. No good on the 3.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Dragic against Lillard. 13 feet away. The Heat with a fresh 14. Another shot. That one a little long. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
Now here's Oladipo following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Good D by Covington.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you hope that this inspires the offense. The game is about putting it in the basket, and that first bucket took a while.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis. Over Oladipo, and the basket by McCollum.
Feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Butler kicks to Oladipo. Here's Dragic. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Lillard. Covington passes to McCollum. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
So far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
And that one's good by Butler.
Well, Oladipo playing a couple years at point guard in Orlando when he started his career, showing off his passing ability there.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. It's 2-on-1. Here's Butler. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
I just like the instincts Butler has defensively. Just fantastic at staying active and coming up with deflections.
Now here's Lillard. That one good for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Oladipo with the block.
Good timing from Victor there as he swipes that one away.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Rebound by Nurkic.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. That shot missing. The Heat go the other way with it.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Lillard against Dragic. Outside Leonard takes the three. Good on the triple.
Becoming dominant in the catch and shoot, Leonard has really polished up the mechanics on that jump shot.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's a 2 from Lillard in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. The Heat leading by 6. Oladipo taking his time here. Here's Dragic. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists tonight. The Trailblazers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Outside Hood. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams, and teams that have made changes, what are they playing like now?
What's their chemistry like? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Fires from 14, and there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. And the Heat lead by 6.
Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Butler trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte. No one covering. Oladipo's got 5 points so far.
Some confidence from Victor Oladipo, and why not? He's got the green light in this offense.
Lillard outside. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Dragic against McCollum. Throws it up high, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 26 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Over Dragic. They get it again. And finished off by Nurkic.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Miami leading by 5. And here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the 2nd overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
First free throw is good.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
And so he makes both from the line. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Here's Lillard. Deflected by Oladipo.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 7. Dragic against Lillard. It's Dragic with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Dragic has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Dragic was not going to be denied on that possession. A fiery competitor, and they needed that bucket.
Hood, the pass to Covington.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in. And both free throws good for Covington. The Heat leading by 7. Oladipo, the pass to Nunn. Back to Oladipo. Outside Butler. Clock at 6. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 6 points for him. Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Lillard. Myers-Leonard picking up that last basket. Lillard, that's tipped.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Butler, no good. Trailblazers trail by 11. 1:36 left here in the opening quarter. And stolen by Butler. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hood on the wing, defended by Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the Blazers GM called Portland a cocoon market. Not a lot of exposure, but these fans sure love their team.
You know, maybe you have to look at the front office and credit them for understanding the personalities of the guys that they rely on here in McCollum and Lillard. Not really going out to seek the limelight, wanting to concern themselves with getting better as basketball players, and then wanting to make an impact in the community. It's come together nicely for them in Portland.
Now, here's Oladipo. He has 7. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Adebayo. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 6. Nurkic trying to get open. McCollum, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Over Oladipo. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's the feed to Covington. Back to McCollum. And there's the pass to Lillard. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on that one.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And so it's Miami holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
You call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Jimmy Butler is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. And Brent, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Both free throws good from Anthony.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat you.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. And then Lillard slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the dunk by Powell.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Miami leading by 5. Here's Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Robinson kicks to Butler. Excellent D there from Anthony.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Here's Robinson after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Adebayo. And it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
4 on the shot clock. From deep. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Anthony against Butler. Pass to Leonard. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so Hood will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The 8-footer and the basket by Lillard.
Timeout.
Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Butler. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Nunn, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Jones kicks to Robinson. Trying to end the drought. Doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Well, we know Hood can score. That time a nice catch-and-shoot opportunity.
Here's Nunn, covered by Lillard. Here's Nunn. From deep three-point range, Portland grabs the miss.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it. Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
That one misses for Jones. Hey, Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore, and I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit, and that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami.
Here's Robinson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Out left to the wing. Nunn passes to Adebayo. He can't get it to go. The Blazers on offense. They're on an 18-4 run. Here's Hood. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Jones. Passes it to Nunn. Shot from 12. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hood. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
The Trailblazers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. He kicks it to Powell. Oh, that's blocked, and they're able to recover. Anthony trying to get open. Cantor's shot is off. The Heat trail by 4. Outside for Robinson. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Miami. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
They retain possession. And he gets it back. And he recovers it. Here's Adebayo. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Portland leading. The pass to Carmelo. And it's good. 2 points. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
Felt like the whole team knew they were going to get out into transition, and Melo takes full advantage.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Adebayo throws it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 10. Miami grabs the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Covington against Jones. Iguodala outside. And Covington sends it back. Lillard from deep three-point land. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Miami trailing. Here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Iguodala, no good. Anthony against Adebayo, and it's blocked. Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. Here's Nunn, defended by Covington. Knocks it loose. And now Portland on the break. And he goes in for the dunk.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Nunn. And he banks in the layup. Nunn's got his first basket.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Lillard scanning the floor. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
So it's Miami now. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. None can't get it to fall.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Lillard outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. None. Jones, no one around him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Powell kicks to Lillard. Adebayo against Cantor. Here's Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
For Portland, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Iguodala. No points in the game yet for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Inside. Kicks it out to Lillard. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. .35 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard with the bucket.
Well, you're trying to affect Lillard's shot. Somehow some way, but he has that little lean, and that gives him that separation he needs to score.
Now here's Iguodala. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. In the corner, Powell with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Now Iguodala to the paint. Here's Butler. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. 1 second left. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, it's been a grinded out game.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Some struggles for Portland in the first quarter. They were sleepwalking their way through most of the period and wound up staring at an 11-point deficit by the time it was over. One of the stories in the first half for them is they shot much better in the second quarter and even 50% from the field. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Miami?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game could easily come down to shot selection.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. They trail by 6. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rodney Hood. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Lillard. It's tipped. Dragic with it. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Lillard. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Outside, Covington. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Lillard against Dragic. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds, and this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there, and 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball, so the agent took him under the wing, and the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
That's a good weapon for Rodney Hood. When he's got his feet set, he can sometimes get it going from outside the arc.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Hood against Butler. A shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's McCollum, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Simply, there are nights where he becomes a scoring machine, outside, inside. It doesn't matter. You have to keep a body on McCollum at all times.
Oladipo against McCollum. Bounce pass, Butler. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Dragic against Lillard. Here's McCollum. And that one drops for him. McCollum's got 10 points.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Oladipo for three, and it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The Heat trail by 15. Butler passes to Dragic. Back to Butler. Dragic finds Butler. Fades. Yep, it counts. 10 points for him.
And this is Butler's bread and butter. The mid-range J is on point. You got to D him up better than that.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Butler missing. Trailblazers leading by 13. Three-pointer, Lillard. But they'll get another chance. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Foul champion for the Trailblazers. The Heat shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Dragic the pass to Leonard. Oladipo against McCollum. Passes to Butler. Nurkic with the block. They recover it. And again, it's the Heat missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. McCollum against Dragic. Looking to get back on track here. Rejected by Dragic. And it's the Heat with the ball. 15-point game. He dishes it to Oladipo. Fires from deep. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Dragic with a wide open look. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 6 assists in the game. The pass to Hood. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And here is Butler. He's got 10. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers.
Timeout.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam, right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
Butler kicks to Dragic. From deep. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Outside Hood. Pass to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. They get it back. Nurkic can't hit. The Heat trail by 9. It's Dragic with the drive and stolen by Lillard. Here's Hood. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Butler. Nurkic with the block. Oladipo against McCollum. He feeds it to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And that's going to be a travel. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Passes it to Butler. From 13, and he hits the jump shot. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Butler just exploits that pick and roll defense. A tough physical guy who's hard to guard in those sets.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work. For the Trailblazers, Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in for Hood. Cantor finds McCollum. Here's Lillard. To the inside, Cantor, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something. I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
That's good from Cantor.
Now, Cantor is so hungry and has the desire to be an impact player on the glass every night. A very good low-post scorer who can rebound at a high level.
Stolen by McCollum. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And he knocks down the first one.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
And so Butler nails both of them. Trailblazers leading by 10. McCollum outside. Lillard from deep three-point land. They get it back. Here's Cantor. Excellent D that time from Jones. Here's the break. Here's Dragic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Could we say Dragic has deceptive strength? Showed a little bit off right there getting to the basket.
Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
McCollum passes to Lillard. They get a hand on it. Cantor kicks to Powell. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Lillard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cantor. He had a strong showing last season. 14th in rebounding. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards. Going hard at it at both ends last year. Really helping out his team. Dragic gets the bucket.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Lillard way outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
The Heat have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Lillard.
One shot.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
There's 1:40 left in the third. Cullen passes to Cantor. Now here's Anthony. He has 6 over Jones, and that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 8.
That's a trademark shot from Carmelo Anthony.
Oladipo against Powell. Powell with the steal. The teardrop falls in. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Shoots Anthony, and that one is good. He's got 10.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
McCollum against Dragic. Oladipo outside. They get the rebound. Excellent D from Cantor. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Powell kicks to McCollum. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Dragic against Cantor. Here's Oladipo from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Victor Oladipo is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jones in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. McCollum passes to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Rebound by Butler.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Dragic. Anthony with the defensive effort. Trailblazers leading by 6. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Outside Covington. Here's Powell. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
The wide open look here for Oladipo. The three-pointer no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And here's McCollum for 3. You got it. Come on. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Oladipo against Powell. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Oladipo. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by McCollum. No good on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Covington kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Adebayo. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. McCollum dishes to Powell. Back to McCollum for the 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
That's a nice J off the pass there. CJ's shot has a great release point, and when he squares up like that, Kevin, you can count it.
Oladipo, the pass to Nunn. Here's Butler. That one wide left. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The Heat shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Butler passes to Adebayo. Here's Oladipo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This is where Oladipo goes in and has no fear of drawing some contact. Nice job of getting through the defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Oladipo.
In the 2013 draft, Victor Oladipo out of Indiana becomes the 2nd overall pick. And he broke out in his first season with the Pacers. Nice to see him come back from this injury and start to make an impact.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Rodney Hood comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell. Oladipo hits them both.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now McCollum lets it go from 14. Here's Cantor. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Cantor's got 4 this quarter.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
Pass to Nunn. Here's the floater. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Hood can't get it to go.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Back to Lillard. Count that one.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Nunn passes to Butler. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Lillard against Oladipo. And it's Lillard missing.
And that's how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his face to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Here's Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. He can't hit that time. Trailblazers leading by 5. Hood with it. McCollum outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Nunn. Pass to Leonard. Over McCollum. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Who's watching CJ?
Looking to get it going. They grab their own miss. Cantor scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
With a number of go-to moves and a soft touch, Cantor can crush you inside.
Nunn passes to Butler. Dishes it to Oladipo. Knocked loose. Here we go, all alone. Here's Covington. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Nunn, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Nunn's got 6 here in this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Rodney Hood.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Trailblazers leading by 7. McCollum outside. 16 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, you got to love the respect Butler gets from the defense. He's no stranger to getting fouled hard while shooting.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Butler.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic just checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's McCollum. Hood trying to break free. Good. Nice job down low. And that's 15 points for C.J. McCollum. The Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Nunn passes to Oladipo. Butler on the wing. Defended by Covington. Passes it to Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Butler. No good that time. Good D by Covington. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Puts one up. Miami grabs the miss.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The kick outside to Butler. 6 to shoot. Over Hood. Second shot opportunity. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Adebayo. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Left side, Leonard. Good D by Covington. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 19 points.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
Covington against Oladipo. Leonard, good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. 9 points for Leonard.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Lillard outside. And that one, good. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Smart and aggressive. Lillard repeatedly dominating the pick and roll set.
Oladipo against McCollum. And Oladipo kicks to Butler. Count that bucket. 20 points for him.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
McCollum outside. Oladipo against Lillard. There's the pass to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Oladipo against McCollum. Oladipo misses. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
McCollum outside. Three-pointer, Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Oladipo against McCollum. Fires the three. That one misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Hero. To end the run. Swanigan pulls it in.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Dame, you guys got off to a slow offensive start, but came back and got the win. What got going?
shoot the ball well, but we just had to find ourselves. I think we did a great job of sticking with it. Some shots started to fall, and we was able to pull away.
And that ball goes in the basket, everything changes, right? Thanks, Dane.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.